Hello, and welcome to another episode of TacoBytes, your daily bite of Degen, episode 452. We got a few things to cover today. I hope you are all having a great day. What do we have going on? Oh my gosh, I think we are on the wrong chain for loading into something. That's okay. Let's switch over to base. Base is where it's at today. We've had some fun. We have got some good stuff going on. So yeah, no, I have 0 badges. What is going on here? I don't know. We have some cool new stuff going on. We just want to do a quick moment to shout out to everyone that is joining us today on Unlonely, huge Unlonely group. Want to shout out to everyone. Rumble, Telegram, Twitch, LinkedIn, YouTube 1 and YouTube 2, and then everyone joining us via Twitter and Twitter video. I have some big questions today, and it's a fun thing, So I want to know what you think about some of the things that I've found today. So we're going to be covering a little bit of everything. There's been a lot of stuff going on today. We've been having a fun time, and it's been a crazy day. So top of the list, Art Basel, great space yesterday, hosted by Jen Ferrasi. If you don't know who Jen is, she is an amazing person. Lives down in Austin. Jen Facino. I apologize. But she is doing some really cool stuff on events within Art Basel, and she holds a great space every Monday night that you guys should check out, where she is talking about what is going on, and what is really sort of the big push of events. We have Buckets, if everyone knows who Buckets is, and Tetra from OD Labs, talking about what they're building out and what they're going to be doing there in Miami. And then we had Tony Bravo talking about House of Sex and what's going to be going on there. And then a huge shout out to Pony, Pigeons of New York, and the big event that they're going to be having as well. But who I really the really big event that I want to shout out personally, just because I love them, the Aces. If you don't know who the Aces are, they're an Ethereum NFT project, launched January of 2022, sold out in like 24 hours. The founder is Jordan Norwood of the Denver Broncos, and he's been doing something really cool. Originally, the project was called the Whitelist, as he sort of wanted to push the envelope on that a little bit. He's been making a lot of different bringing a lot of different sports players and connects into the project. One of the really cool things that was not part of the roadmap that ended up happening was the Aces ended up buying a basketball team. So I am now part owner of a basketball team. Woohoo! So we know how much we play the b-ball. No, I do not play the b-ball. I play rugby like men should. Tall guys can either be locks or basketball players. And I guess I ended up playing rugby instead. But one of the cool things that we got to see was a huge push from the Aces, as they've been building out this really cool basketball camp stuff. And so they have an entire day that they're taking up Miami for threes. And so they have a whole bunch of NBA players and other basketball players that are going to be doing some 3-on-3 competition stuff, including some of the members from Team Power. Team Power is our team that we own from the Big Three. And so going to see some really cool stuff come about from that. One of the cool things that I just tried to, work on a connection, and I do not know if this is going to happen, but Solana is looking to do co-host an event, and so they are really looking, connected them with Jordan and King Coco. There might be some Solana tie in there as well, which would be really cool. But already have a ton of NFT artists and stuff building out, and who knows? I can't promise anything's going to happen. I know there's an event happening, and I know someone else is looking to co-host an event, and I brought them together. That's what I do. But I've actually had a lot of cool calls today. I've talked with two different Web3 data aggregators platforms that sort of worked on calls. Actually, three of them. Bagel Analytics was the first project that I sort of talked to yesterday or early this morning. They're based out of Japan, and so one of the cool things, not only that they're doing, is they're having a really interesting piece to where they are. What's the word I'm thinking of here? Oh my gosh, why am I blanking? So we all know about data aggregation on NFT holders. So what they do is they take the holder and they find out all of the data scraping that they can do, so that if you want to do targeted ads to different communities, that is something that they do. Why is this not working? We're having an issue. I apologize for these issues. These issues are not my issues. I would not have these issues if these were my issues. Copy, boom, destinations, edit, copy, and paste, edit. There we go. We're good. Woohoo! All right. So what they really pull into it is that ad specific targeting. So huge shout out to Bagel Analytics. They've been building for a little bit over 8 months, but they've been together for just over a year and a half. And so I think it's really cool. People talk about the anonymity of blockchain, and really what you should be saying is pseudo anonymity, especially because you use all of these different analytic tools to say how cool your NFTs are on your Twitter profile, which then tie, through NFT inspect and everything like that. Now your Twitter is now tied to your NFTs. Your NFTs are now tied to your wallet. If you have multiple different wallets where you're showcasing the NFTs you own, you're just aggregating them more to yourself. So we talk about this all the time. And one of the things that you can do to protect yourself is, using warm wallet, cold wallets. And there's a big push on that, so I always sort of talk about, a multi-layered setup between wallets, having your vault, having, your warmish wallet, I guess you could say, and then having hot wallet and everything else. And with that flow, just remember that your vault always goes to your warm wallet and it never sends it to anywhere else. But then at that time, your warm wallet can send to your hot wallets or anything like that. And that's sort of like your staking point, NFTs that you're holding. What's really cool is you can use stuff like Delegate Cash or warm.xyz, so that these hot wallets, these burner wallets that you're using, have all the power of the NFTs and tokens that you do hold, without putting them at risk. So you can interact with Web3 and not worry about losing your assets, especially as assets work to become more and more online and more valuable. And everything becomes more and more token gated. You don't want to risk your tokens, right? And so these tools really sort of help give you that layer of protection to where you can interact and benefit from Web3 without having to lose or put your items at risk, basically. Next up, things I wanted to talk about. Budding, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. I had a post the other day towards Sugartown. If you guys don't know what Sugartown is, it's this new spot being built out by Zynga. If you guys remember Zynga, if you're old like me and you had like a Zynga page at one time where you used, .mp3 to push your music onto your blog page, you know, and you had to learn hex colors so you could color the background and everything like that. Yeah, we did that. And we wrote about how horrible life was, and you know, never gonna make it. And ASL, yeah, I'm so glad ASL is over. But there's a lot of cool stuff going on there. It just looks amazing, and actually, I want to play you this video. We're gonna play this video because I just think it's really cool. Boop. We got it. Where is this? They just did a really good job. It looks really cool. Is this chapters? Sugartown. Staking. Staking's open. Wrecked. Getting wrecked. Something about a portal. Rift. What is Mel up to, and how did he get his hands on a rift? Okay, there's the goat. Goats. The alpha is to reach your all-time heights. Alpha. Their choice of grab alpha. All right. Ooh, something with the heist. Secret tunnel must be something new to play with. Blah, 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 blah. What are they doing? What are they building? Game on. Sugar Towns, multiple rifts, a new world, the origins. Where? This side is different. With which team will win it all? So this is one of the things that I didn't like. The mission, connect the world through Sugartown. They want to connect the world, but then see, this is what I really disliked about it. And let me find this video. This video is cool. Just so you can get it. Badoop, badoop. Fine, I'll change to. And I don't have any auras. So cool. I'm not cool. Yeah, see, I'm not cool. Where is... There's the mayor. Mayor Mel. So what I did, and I'll pull out my thread real quick. But they talk to building and engaging with everyone. But what's really horrible is they actually posted that they have 9,099 auras out there, 9,999. But really, there's only 6,074. And so, you know, when I saw that, you know, I was like, well, blah, blah, that doesn't count, right? And then when you're going over, you know, their contract and stuff like that, there's only 6,000 and there's 1,026 holders. But let me get there is, oh, where's the Sugartown? So then we look at holders. So it's 1,023, and then there's roughly 3,695 staked. And so in that 3,695 that are staked, you know, I'm just sort of disappointed because that means that there's not a lot of people playing this. What I then did was go on chain to actually see how many different wallet addresses were actually owning all of these auras that were staked, and through on-chain analytics. And hey, maybe I'm reading on-chain analytics wrong, but it says there's only 21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 wallets that are staking. So if 22 wallets are staking roughly 3,695 auras, I'm sort of sad on that, because that means that what was a free mint, which is now selling for $375, you know, free mint 375. Cool. I love it. That means there's FOMO behind it, you know, but you know, it brings to me a lot of questions. And so my questions, you know, one, shout it out to NFT Aura. Let's see here. Did I get some? Nope, I didn't get any FUD from you. Yes, got you. I might have. Where's my casting? Uh-oh. There it is. Let's see here. I might have talked about something I'm not supposed to talk about. Let's see here. Oh, boom. Delete cast. All right. We deleted. We did something we talked about something cool. Done. Yeah, we talked about something. So yeah. So yeah, let's see here. So this was my big thing on Sugartown. So Sugartown, I just really want you to understand I want to understand how you plan to build something with only 1,029 holders. Like, don't get me wrong, you look dope as fuck, but I have to pay a minimum of $400 to play you, from which you were a free mint. How is that adapting for a place for anyone and everyone to play? And of those 1,000 holders, how many are going to play? How is that success? I just want to know what you know. Like, if you have the solution, if you have the answer to this, tell me. And then I also tagged the mayor of Sugartown Mel, you know, and ended up getting a bunch of responses, which was actually sort of cool. Camel NFT, who is one of the people, you know, literally stated, you know, that holder count is inaccurate due to staking. And, you know, let's see here. Where are all of these posts? So yeah, Chef Tony stepped up as well, you know, and you know, helped me get an answer to this. And then Camel, you know, said that holder count isn't accurate due to staking. And so my response, and James Hollidan as well, said that they have more holders. Most of the NFTs are staked in a contract to actually play the game. Just as well, they have intentions of being open to more people outside of holders. And then so I responded, you know, roughly 3,600 are staked. So the average holder has two, so another 1,500 holders. But let's be optimistic and say 3,600 are single holders. But still, I'm saying that the model doesn't work. That's 5,000 people. Zynga used to be for everyone. I even had a Zynga blog page back in the day. You can't build stuff for the masses and then limit yourself to 6,074, yet say there's 9,999. I can't even play to say, yeah, this is more than looking cool. This is cool. But on-chain says something else. Shows that it is only 21 holders that have Aura staked. NFT Tony, unless I'm reading this wrong. At the end of the day, I'm saying this. This looks cool as fuck, but on-chain looks like something else, and I just want to see cool shit grow. Limiting to a few does not help the new grow. And so that is what I'm sort of really. Let me see if I can get a second view. Do you know with Aura staked at the moment? And so I'm actually going to respond to this. Boom. And so this is what I see. Because this is how we do stuff in real life. We do this live. I see. Either 300, 695 staked, or locked in the deployer. or locked edges staked, and 162 deployer. Boom. Or let's go copy balances. Boom. And thanks, Chef Tony. Chef Tony, if you guys don't know who Chef Tony is, he's an amazing dude, IRL, and like he gets himself into some really cool projects. And so if you ever need a hype man, besides me, I don't know. I like to think I'm a good hype man. But right now I feel like fudding, or that I am fudding because I'm asking questions. Thanks, Tony. But when I was looking at how many people staked in Arkham Intel, that is where it shows weird numbers. Not fudding, just asking. Not fudding, just maybe FOMO, because this looks cool, but can't even get in. Boom. Not this time. Descriptions are a good piece. You know, I sometimes do a lot of descriptions. So, yeah. Ooh, lean pockets. Lean pockets. Oh, he's a doodle man. Oh, he's a day one doodler. Oh man. I guess I am gonna bring about hell on myself for this. I think that's what's gonna happen. I think yeah. All right. Well, I'm probably gonna get Twitter canceled. So if this is the first or last time you ever see me, thank you for joining. This is TacoBytes, your daily bite of Degen. We do this consistently and consistent, but daily. And it's one of those things where I get to see some really cool stuff building out. And I like to talk about it and, you know, have other people that are building, doing really cool stuff, talking about really awesome things as well. One of the other projects, you know, as I started to talk about bagel analytics, I got distracted like a squirrel. What? Where? And then at the same time, you know, Bagel Analytics was building some really cool stuff. Then I had a really awesome meeting today with Multibase, which one of the things Bagel Analytics is doing is they're only tracking NFTs. Multibase is tracking users and wallets and their data analytics, not just for NFTs, but tokens as well. So you can get like their lens, their Farcast, you know, or Webcast, you know, their ARB-IDs, ENSs, LinkedIn even. And so some really cool stuff there. The other Bagel Analytics, what they have is they have Twitter targeted ads, and then they'll have Discord ads as well, so that they can reach out to these holders and, you know, target messaging, which is really cool. Multibase hasn't built in the ad targeting yet, but they, you know, have downloaded all of these nodes and stuff like that. And why it's built some really cool stuff. They too have been around for 8 months, which is pretty cool to see. It's weird to see things pop up around the same time, and then you got to think back 8 months ago. What was going on 8 months to a year ago that people started to pivot from what they were doing, and you know, yeah. What did I do here? What do I need to do? Do I need to get back on base? I need to get back on base for a second. Hold on, base. Here I come. Base. And bridge to base. No, I don't want a bridge to base. Base bridge. Who has bridged the most ETH? Someone's. Oh, well. All right. Ethereum base. Please switch from Ethereum mainnet first. I don't want to do that. All right. We'll do that later. But let's see here. Buy, sell. I don't have. How much ETH do I have? Hey. Okay, let's do that. We can do that. 0.001. I don't know. No. Let's do that. No, can't do that. That sucks. All right. Create a bet. What do you think will happen with Sugartown? Will I get canceled? Yeah. Will Sugartown can cancel me? Boop. Boop. Oh man, Brian, if you're listening to this, I need live betting, and I don't even have moderators. Add some users from the chat to help you out. All right. So, mysterious Anon, GM. Let's see here. OXE, what up? Danny, I see you as well. Thank you for joining. There's no event, no voting. I don't have voting. Yeah. And I don't even have VIP. I'm not that cool. I'm not as cool as people think I am. I just like to have a lot of fun. And yeah. Taco clip. All right. So one of the other things that I wanted to sort of talk on real quick. Let's see. Yeah. Notifications. Oh my gosh. So one, if you're not following Brooke, she's huge in the security side of things. She's been doing some really cool stuff. Really like what she's been building out. The reason I bring this up is we were having some fun the other day. She actually has been getting copycatted a lot, and fake trolls. And I actually got a troll had copied her account and was DMing me. And I was like, oh my God, this is so much fun. I love playing with scammers sometimes. It is a not safe thing to do. Do not do it. It is bad for your health. Don't play with scammers. Sometimes, luckily, yeah, scammers can just do some bad shit if they're 99.99% of the time, they are just, trying to get whatever they can out of you. And yeah, I think that it's a really interesting piece to sort of see. But one of the things that, it's not worth the risk. Because if it is an experienced scammer or someone that is looking to actively be malicious, it is not worth putting yourself at risk or your assets at risk for any of that. So I really hope that you are safe in that matter. One of the things that we see coming up is a lot of different ways that people, what's the word? Fish. Yeah. Fish for contacts and fish for links. And we've seen some really big, the biggest recent one that I've seen is the link that I think it's literally like the link says get wrecked, and or like wreck price or something like that. And the story behind that scammers will say is click this link to see what you've held in the past that paper handed and what it'd be worth now, and then they share some screenshots. Um, but that is actually a drainer link. Um, know that both via 1-inch wallet and as well as wallet guard by simulated transactions. It literally, by connecting it, it basically you're transferring everything from one wallet to another, which is sort of hilarious. And wallet guard actually points it out that that's what that's doing. It shows all assets out, you know, no assets in. And what you're supposed to be just doing is signing a message. Unfortunately, that is not what that is. So I want you guys just be safe on that note. Last but not least, the last thing I wanted to talk about real quick, Zen Crypto. Before we're gonna go hop into another space shortly. But Zen Crypto has been building some really cool stuff for a while now, and Mr. Jack Levin, I think he's. Let me go see if he's changed his name. I don't think so. I think he's just changed. Yeah, he's just changed his title name to Cypress Prime. But he has been building some really cool stuff within Zen, and X1 has been the chain he's been talking about for a while. And this is some FOMO. I don't know if it's FOMO or if it just happens to be, but OKX and Polygon just announced that they're launching a chain called X1. I don't think that they have any correlation. I think it was just a name that was picked. Where was I when they came up and they started talking about this chain? January, is when Jack started talking about this chain, and now we have OKX and Polygon talking about this. So who knows? Who knows what's going on? We never know until the end. But yeah. So one, I also, one of the things I wanted to really touch on for just last second before we go, VBUSD. I'm working with them to sort of connect on a bunch of different aspects. It is a new stable coin launching in Arbitrum. One of the things I really like, that I think is sort of cool about it is the aspect, that, and this is before I've gotten any of the contract audits, but what they've asked me to do is connect them with a bunch of security expert teams, and so the fact that they don't want just one security audit, they want multiple security audits, that raises my level of trust. And then since I actually know these companies, I can then, find out, heck yeah, did they pass? What did they really do? So I've connected them with OtterSec, CertTech, Halborn, Arbitrary Execution, HeartRun, and Hacken. So we'll see what this does, but it's basically a delta neutral stable coin that's sort of being hedged against with GMX. And so there's some cool stuff on that on the yield side, and hopefully seeing how the whole execution piece is all automated with a weighted distribution model, so that it doesn't have Ponzi-nomics. That is what I like. When it comes to stables, if there's a low yield that's not astronomically huge, I have belief in it, especially if the idea behind it is to stay more over collateralized, which makes me happy. So we're going to see what we can do with them and help build that out. If there's anything that we can do for them other than connecting with VCs, security, and partner ecosystem partnerships, that'll be really fun. So with that, it's been a crazy day here in the cabin. So yeah, with that, we're going to give this day a run, and we want to thank everyone for joining us. I see Brian.eth joining us in Unlonely GM. I got to go talk to Brian and get my voting and betting turned on so I can, post a token, make some token bets and see if I get canceled by Sugartown. But Thank you, everyone. We'll hope to see you around. Next conference that we're gonna be at is Washington, D.C., I think, at the end of this month, talking on regulatory processes for blockchain, as that is a big thing. Who knows? But taco in the capital. That sounds like that should be a really cool thing or really fun thing. Everyone loves tacos. But I would just want to thank everyone for joining us today. Happy Taco Tuesday. And that is it. But as always, we end with the two greatest things that we end every episode with, our words of wisdom and the best, worst knock knock joke on the face of the planet. And that is our words of wisdom are: closed mouth cannot be fed, and you cannot feed a closed mouth. Meaning, if no one knows you're looking for opportunity, opportunity can never come a knocking. And if opportunity does come knocking and no one answers, it's going to keep on walking. Meaning, fucking just do it. That's it. And with that, we end with the greatest worst knock knock joke on the face of the planet. I want to thank everyone for joining us, and we will see you tomorrow sometime, possibly. Well, we definitely will. We're a daily show. But knock knock. Who's there?